you have a beautiful place, you have a lovely place to center yourself and thank the land and Mother Earth for the opportunity to know how wonderful it is for your soul to be on earth and to be here, to be able to connect with it. Appreciate it, because we all have responsibility and thing to do, but we do it better if our body is in a better condition and is more connected to each other. So each time we breathe, we pause. If we pause and center ourselves, no matter what's happening inside, we start to resettle again. Okay? So it's like the soup. It's stirred up, and until it's stirred up, everything is mixing, but if you leave it on, everything settles down. And they take their own gravitational space in the soup. The light stuff flies lighter, and the heavy stuff settles down, and you're not all so stirred up. You all cook. You know what happens when you stir something up. The same thing, we are energy in ourselves. We are learning a lot about simple things in simple ways, because they must be ways that I can use on a daily basis as reminders to stay in our body. And that's what health is about. Okay? Let go of so many distractions about special things you need to be healthy. That is, the more you get distracted, you don't attract your awareness back here, because you're looking out there to be good in here. You can only find in here how you can do this thing out there. Then the goodness goes out there. And we let go of the lack of, but feel what we have more of inside to put outside. When we look at outside that I need to put inside, then there's a neediness inside. But we have been made in the likeness of the Creator. If we only start to focus inside and allow that light to come out. So this is what we mean by this work that we have set before you. It's not a work, it's an opportunity to improve our light body. So if you listen to your own words and language as you speak, you become more responsible or able to respond to the chemistry and the reactions in your body that's related to the word. So to distract means to get less of, to attract means to be more of. And you may tracks means stepping, going towards that, and to distract means to go away, and to attract means to come back and make tracks back to where you should be instead of going out there. Because word is only vibration, sound that has to create a particular chemistry reaction to describe what you feel. So language that's what tones us. The toning of your vibration comes from the different energy centers, which is, what are the tones? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. But most of the time we are out in La La Land and out at ti, and we have no do. So those who are down to earth, di, down, do, all the same sound, do, hear the sound, they're all about different sounds, and it brings us down to ground or go out to ti. So as soon as you lift your body up, you separate from your body. So stay totally focused and keep your crown on your head and stand straight so it flows freely throughout your body. That's why we teach so much about the body-mind, because it's not the mind or the spirit or the body, there's only body, mind, soul, which is one word. There is no separation. Take your mind off, you're finished. Take your body away and you carry your mind around, your head around, it's not much good. And if the soul is not there, you don't have to worry about it. That's the sole purpose of being here. So this is the embodiment, the body that's meant to be for your soul. And it's embodied in this body, so you can feel the beauty of what's within you. And you hear with sound and vibration and songs why we enjoy it, because it's toning your different energy centers. So an orchestra, in many years there have been great musicians that have created and performed so many different instruments to be toning, and when the whole orchestra is working in symphony, you are automatically feeling so healed and toned in the process. So in esoteric terms, the soul has already composed the music for this lifetime. And I have instruments in this body that are going to tone to that orchestra. There are the bass instruments, the mid notes and the high notes, right up to every level. There's the wind, the sound, the dense vibrations of different elements within you, which are also represented in different instruments that we use in an orchestra. The soul has composed my music for the soul, and I have to dance to its tune, otherwise I have to pay the price that I didn't learn to tone my players of these instruments to work with the symphony of the conductor inside and say, that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And that's the orchestra. And you see, when I watch this, you're an observer. I don't have to play it, but I have to learn from that. And when you see an orchestra playing, someone is just going a little bit of a violin, a small note with the flute, and a little tap with the castanets or the cymbals, and the chimes, and then you hear the drums and all the bass notes. This is what's happening in us. There's nothing more beautiful out there than it's in you. And why we love it out there is because we realize it's toning something beautiful in me. Do we ever start to think and observe those things? They are reminders we have created to remind us of our instrument, our beauty of who we are. That's why we enjoy it. Enjoy means end and joining all of me. When all of me is joined, I enjoy it. Listen to your language. Now, there's so many words that we are expressing because we're expressing a feeling or oneness. So each time you hear these things, they're all reminders that bring us back to us. If we were not there, we wouldn't be hearing it anyway. So the purpose of being there to hear it was to hear more about you. And when you hear more about you, you enjoy it because you came here and you felt good, you came back home, and that's the joy you get for coming home. You can't enjoy your home if you're not at home. So if you look at the common sense of these events in daily life, you start to become much more aware of daily life. And if you're much more of daily life, you connect with people better. This is how we change consciousness. It's coming to that time that we talked about yesterday, a very important time and opportunity to experience the unlimited capacity we have within ourselves. And we are proving it by so many other things, that even going off the planet and out of the universe and studying this and that. But it's there. But what happens? Nothing happens to us unless we use it here, because we are part of that anyway. So I learned a little bit of that very early in this work, that I had so many beautiful spiritual experiences in my life that were brilliant and so wonderful. that I don't have now anymore. Because when I had that, I was so separated from my body that when I came home, it came down with a crash, and with 10 minutes my kids could turn every chakra inside out. All the healing I got was gone, and I was baked down to earth and nothing worked for me. I said, what happened? I'm the most beautiful place in my life ever. I had these beautiful sensations, these wonderful feelings. Look at it, it's all stuffed up. Imagine you get all the healing, all your chakras balanced, all this, you have a spiritual experience, somebody comes and throws a brick at you, forget it all. And you're going to reason then, you're going to argue then, you're going to talk about this thing, you're going to fight that person and all that person. Because really, this is the place where I've got to work, not on my spirituality, it's already there. But I have to come home to that. That's the value. It's there. I can swear on my life that it is in there. I believe that. Live it to whatever extent I'm capacity at this point of time. So I haven't got it, baby. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. I'd be out of this body. Be one with everything. So when you are in this body, we are in service. We are in service to improve the quality of our body. Because as we release with every breath part of our body, can you smell that pizza we had last night? Or that Indian food we had? Smell the curry coming out of me, the sweat coming out of me. It's all coming out of me. So whatever's inside of me is coming out of me all the time. And it's in the air and somebody's going to breathe it in. But it's also your thoughts, your attitude that you put in the molecular structure of the atom that you emanate. And they can prove to us through quantum physics and the equipment they have that we release with every breath 10 to the power 22 atoms of consciousness. And that consciousness is part of the mass consciousness. It doesn't disappear. It's just added on new things and new things and new things and new things in this evolution. But each one of us have to be adding on new things and not recycling the same stuff or stuffing it up and getting upset. So I get the new things from out there and I put it in here and give it back the way I experience it, not the way it was given to me. Because it has to go through my body, and whatever I give out is coming from the cells and atoms of my body. The blood is going to absorb it all and put it back out there. So it's all on me. So I can't blame you for feeling what I've eaten last night, because I ate it, you didn't. Okay? So we have many ways of eliminating what's in our body. Right? We take in some good stuff, and what we eliminate is really not good. We don't want to have it back again, yet we give it to you. Imagine that. If you sit in a box and recycle your own breath for a couple of hours, locked up in there, what do you feel like? You die. You're killing yourself by what you're putting out there, with your body rejecting and putting it back in you. Yet we're putting it out there. So, whatever we take, we have to bring it into more perfection. We take it in, put it in our body, and when we put it out, we have to bring it into our own being and fill it with truth. So we inject it and bring it in and plant it into the earth. So whenever I bring it out, this energy, I have to bring it in greater purity than I took in. Then I am adding new of my soul's consciousness to what was I took in. Only one way is in the way you stand in your truth, which is the spirit within your body. And the story of Excalibur is that light that has been put in this physical earth body. Only in your total truth can you draw that out, otherwise part of it's going to stay stuck on this earth, and no one in their in the slightest doubt can draw it until they're fully pure in their heart. Only then you can stand in that light.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. somewhere